You've been itching to that shit.
I know. Well,
the
they're
whole time.
intertwined. So,
Yeah. Well, we'll go back and forth, but this time it's all for the porn. This segment here. How was that introduced to you?
Okay, so.
Did you see it in one of those papers and shit? Like, you can be a model.
No, you know what's funny is if you would have told me 3 years ago I would have been doing porn, I would have laughed in your face. Like, there was no way. But right before I moved to LA, I made that big move. I had saved up a bunch of money to move out here. I didn't have a job, or move out to LA. I'm sorry. I didn't have a job. But I had saved up like 20 grand. So I was like, I'll be fine for a few months until I figure it out.
Wow, that's amazing in itself.
Right? But then I got a DUI.
Oh, shit.
And so all the money I had been saving went directly to my DUI. And so I had almost no money out in LA because my apartment was $2,000 a month.
I'm sorry to go through that. You don't want me to say this shit. Well, the DUI 20, why did that take 20 grand? What happened?
Not 20. It took like 12.
Shit.
Yeah.
Had an accident or something?
No, I got it in Kansas. It's a zero tolerance state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they throw the book at you.
I'm not drinking in Kansas.
Yeah, exactly.
Just eating ribs. And
exactly. So a big portion of the money I had was gone. And I had gotten jobs in LA, and I was working as a bartender. I got a job at a construction company doing their office work, but I wasn't doing stand-up at all because I was just so busy trying to stay above water, you know? Right. And I had a girlfriend from back home call me up, and she was like, hey, I'm going to come out to LA, and I'm going to do porn. Can I stay with you?
Who was that? Is she still
her
doing
name's Kylie Calvetti. She rarely does porn any longer. She does occasionally, but not a whole lot.
Well, just need on the light bill money?
Well, she's younger. I feel like a lot of the younger girls fade in and fade out. And I'm a drinker, but this girl will like black out, drink your kitchen. You know?
She's one of those?
Yeah.
I need to meet her.
Yeah. So
write her name down for me.
Yeah. So she was actually working for like a week, and I saw her make like 10 grand in her first week. And I was
holy
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Well, you hear the stories like, wow, he made like $75. I'm like, y'all getting gypped like a motherfucker.
No, I mean, you just have to know the big companies. You have to be with the right agencies.
What company were you with?
So she got in with LA Direct, which is a big agency out in LA.
Like Wicked and shit? That's different?
Yeah. So those are production companies. So
Okay.
like Wicked, Brazzers, Naughty America, those are productions. So you
Naughty
have to
America.
have an agent, though.
Oh, sorry. I know they slow. Naughty America.
With the lips, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Are you tired of jacking off?
Yeah.
Watch Naughty America.
Yeah. Yeah, so she got in and got everything going. And when she was at work one day, I emailed her agent and was like, hey, I want in on this. And,
oh, shit.
And I signed right away. And then I was able to fund my comedy career. And that's basically what it was. And then I started doing stand-up under my adult film star name, Silvia Sage.
Right.
I got crazy interviews. Fox Sports put me on just because I met the guys out at a bar one night, and they were like, we want to have you on our show and listen to what you do. So Fox had me on. My name went viral. Clubs started calling me. It was awesome.
This is weird.
Yeah, because I went from being just a female comic to being like a female comic with a niche, and everyone wanted to hear what I wanted to talk about, and then they'd get me on stage, and they'd go, oh, shit, she's actually kind of funny. And then they call me back, you know? So my career went from 0 to 60 real fast.
See that? You got to take a chance, people.
Yeah.
You know, she just saw that email like, I'm going to go and take advantage of this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy, too, because if you talk to the comics who knew me when I first moved to LA, they'll tell you the same thing. Like, I got gigs I should not have gotten. I didn't deserve them. I wasn't funny enough, but I did them. I faked it till I made it, you know, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And I did. And luckily it worked out for me.
Wow.
So, yeah. I just had to put in the work. I had to write a bunch of shit, put in the work, and make it happen. So.
Okay, let's stay on this porn thing.
Yeah.
When you signed the thing, did he what was the process of that shit? I had two other adult film stars on the show.
I mean,
and I never asked them this shit. But did he okay, come in and we're gonna have you have sex with this our random dude? What the fuck happened?
It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I mean, it is real quick because they don't want you to change your mind. So once they get you into the office and you sign paperwork, they tell you that day, go get tested because you're going to shoot tomorrow. So you got to go get tested, get your blood and urine tested, and then the very next day, once you're cleared, they've got you on set. And my very first scene, luckily for me, was with my girlfriend who was already in. So it was with her and another guy. So I did a threesome scene, which was at my casting couch. Everyone starts with a casting couch, but you get paid for a casting couch. Everyone thinks that the casting couch they saw is fake, or that they saw is real. They're all fake. Nobody can put it online without giving you a paycheck.
Okay. No, I'm laughing because like this your first scene with somebody you knew.
Yeah, it was.
He was with your friend.
Yeah, so it worked out nicely for me. But yeah, they get you in real quick because they don't want you to change your mind. And they'll book you. The very first month you're in is where you'll make all your money because they want to sell you. Here's all the cash you can make. So my first month, I bet I made $30,000 in the first month.
Fucking month.
You know, just because they're just book, and then it falls out, and then you go for a while without making any money, and which is where a lot of the girls leave. And they're like, oh,
so
the money's gone.
There's a whole lot of one-timers out there.
A lot of them. And they'll stay for 3 months. 3 months is usually the shelf life of a new porn girl. Because all the companies will shoot her, and then she'll realize she's not making any money anymore, and she'll let boyfriends, parents, whoever get into her head of like, oh my God, this is awful, I shouldn't be doing this, and then she'll leave. So it's the veterans like me who stick around for a few years that we realize even through the lulls, you got to come back. You just got to keep yourself in the public eye.
Right.
I got to be constantly on Twitter, constantly on Instagram, constantly on all my social media. It helps that I'm a comic, so I'm in people's eye line a lot, you know? So, but yeah, you just got to stay relevant. And then the money comes back. And, you know, I don't make $30,000 a month anymore.
Oh, well, say shit.
Yeah. But I do well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good money, though.
Yeah.
Like, fuck trade school.
Right? That's what I said. I said, I wish I would have known about porn way before college. Like, what the fuck was I doing throwing $30,000 at somebody when I could have been making it?
Wow.
I have friends that have been in porn since they were, like, Tori Lane was a good friend of mine. She started in porn when she was 19. She's 35 now. In her first few years, she was audited, so she knows. She was like, oh, I've made over $3 million in my first few years, back when porn was really, really good. Back when porn girls were making $5,000 a shoot. We don't make that anymore, but can you imagine $5,000 a shoot, and they're shooting 20 days a month?
I'm trying to just figure out.
Yeah.
No, because I hear the story like they ain't paid like $300 a scene. So I guess it's because there's black porn actresses I was talking to.
Well, I was gonna say,
not to sound racist or nothing.
No, well, they're probably not with big companies.
Right. Yeah. So you went
so
right
a lot of
amateur
amateur porn is very little money. But when you get into I shoot for major companies. I've done HBO and stuff like that. So once you have the big names with you.
Oh, what movie was that? The last
Wicked
movie?
Deeds.
I think I seen it. And you're right in front of me. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it played on HBO, Showtime, and Cinemax. So.
Yeah. There was something.
Yeah. It's funny because I had like friends that like didn't know I was in porn like message me. They're like, did I just see you on HBO? And I was like, you absolutely did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many, I'm going to cut back. Oh, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
Had Erica Jordan on here, which I call the queen of late night shit because she's in all them fucking movies.
Nice.
But we were talking about how is that? Because that's not.
It's not real sex.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was telling her one time I seen like it was done badly. Like the guy went to the bathroom and two girls followed him and they wound up fucking in the bathroom. Right. And you know it was HBO, so there's not real penetration. Yeah. So you saw the sock.
Oh no!
On the side, like it was really bad with the sock on the side.
Yeah.
So how do you play that off versus the other thing?
You know what's funny is what they told us with that, because I did 2 sex scenes. I did a guy-girl sex scene and then a girl-girl sex scene. And my guy-girl was first, and I had never done softcore before, so I didn't know what to anticipate. But yeah, they put a sock on his dick, and then what they tell you. And I'm going to do a visual, but they tell you to move with each other instead of like regular sex would be like one against each other, the clapping motion, right? But with this porn, they're like never move from each other. So it's a lot of like grinding positions. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I've done it before. I never had to wear a sock.
Yeah, but then you gotta, it's crazy too because I have to fake all the noises, but we have to fake noises where I'm not having a feeling inside of me. So normally with a feeling, I'd be like, oh, that was a stroke. So we have to know that we're on each other's like stroke path. Do you know what I'm saying? And I have to give the at the right time because, you know, it was really complicated. And with HBO, like normally with regular porn, there's 3 to 5 people in the room. With HBO, there are 25 motherfuckers in that goddamn room with you, you know? So, and you're the only 2 people naked. You're the only one screaming, you know?
I've dry humped 3 girls before. Right. I work for Playboy, so I was dry hump 3 girls.
Yeah.
Kaylani Lay, what's my girl? Christy Guy, Nygen. I'll show you a picture. She does a lot of those movies too.
Okay.
Who else? No, it's more shit. Randy Wright and Naomi Banks. There's 4.
Nice.
4 women. And it's like, wow. Okay. The funny thing about Kaylani Lay is that she was late. So they're like, we got to shoot this scene. She's pulling up now, so we bringing her in.
Right.
This and that. So they just brought her in the guard booth because Canoga Park is about porn studio. Mm-hmm. It's like the office, but like a porn studio. But I was the security guard. So we all having like vision, you know, we envisioning her with us. So it's like 3 guys. So my turn came, and I'm in the guard booth. So when we shot the scene, she walked in, how you doing? And she just turned around. We started like playing like we was fucking in the booth. And I'm like, okay, nice to meet you. And that was it.
Yeah.
I felt we should have sat down and talked for like about 10 minutes.
No, not at all. It's so funny. I actually just did a pilot for a TV show a few weeks ago, and it was the same way. It was a sex scene, but it's, again, softcore. There's no, you know, penetration or anything like that. But I was late. My makeup artist took forever that I hired. So I was late getting there, which they were awesome about. But when I got there, it was like jump into the sex scene. And so here's this dude I've never met, and now I've just got to climb right on top of him, and like I'm topless.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was completely naked because I don't wear underwear or a bra, and I wasn't really thinking that I was going to be completely naked. I thought it was just a topless thing, and I was.
No, you just say you don't wear a
bra.
And I thought it was just special for today.
And he was like, all right, just go ahead and jump in bed and just start riding him. And I was like, all right. Poor kid's like getting a chubby because I'm like going to town with my faking, you know. I'm a good faker. It's what I do for a living. And he jumps out of bed at one point, and he's got a fucking boner on. It was just like awkward for everybody, you know. But it worked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm gonna fake fuck you for the next 30 minutes.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. It's fine by me. I was gonna go to the strip club.
Right.